We all switch styles of communication on a regular basis. This is called code switching, and you do it all the time without realizing. While it's natural in verbal communication, we also need to code switch in our writing, and that includes social media. Why does it matter how you write on social media outlets? How do businesses utilize social media? Why does the way we normally use social media not work for businesses?
As you sit down to write an article, you should always ask yourself, who's the target audience? What's the best way to communicate my message to them? And does my topic require a certain delivery style? Answering these questions will help you determine how to write your articles. More specifically, do you need to write more formal or informal?
When do you use formal English? Why do you use it? When are you more likely to use informal English? How do you decide which is right to use?
Each of my main points are introduced, elaborated on, and concluded. My articles use full words, not contractions or abbreviations. My writing is objective. I state the main points confidently and offer a full support of arguments. I am not a personal writing style, so there are very few emotions included.
I'm informal writing, and I'm much more conversational than our former friend. Sometimes I use slang or even figures of speech. I like to include a more personal or emotional tone. I also speak directly to you, the audience, by using words like you or your. I'm pretty simple because I use short sentences or even incomplete sentences to make my point. Oh, lastly, I like to keep it short, so I use contractions and abbreviations. That pretty much wraps up my style of writing. Thanks.
Businesses often talk about branding. You too have a brand, whether you're aware of it or not. This brand encompasses who you are and what you're about. It's what people think of when they see you. It's who people understand you to be. Your social media self is one of the largest factors in creating your brand. What you post and how you post matters.
Bonus tip: a celebrity takeover. For those businesses that have the networking capabilities to recruit a celebrity for the task, a social media account takeover can build up a lot of buzz. Just be careful about the talent selected for the job.
Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat.
Okay.
Yeah, and all those are video platforms or can be used as video platforms.
Okay.
Facebook is fighting YouTube right now as a video platform, so we definitely want to take advantage of it. Snapchat obviously is purely all video. I mean, you could take pictures or whatever, but video is kind of...
That's like full-time behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Snapchat's like, here's my life behind the scenes.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a great storytelling app, which is what makes video so great and like super engaging. So we use those platforms to then push our other content, but also like establish that connection. I mean,
Okay.
we call them, my business partner calls them brand ambassadors, like people that are going to go and constantly talk about you, share your content, push your content, and all of that type of stuff.
Okay, so we just kind of stepped through Snapchat. I want to step through each individual one. So Snapchat is kind of like the behind the scenes. It's a great way to build ambassadors, like loving what you're doing. They're tuning in constantly with you, especially if you're somebody like DJ Khaled, who's got one of the biggest viewerships. This guy's got like 5 million followers, something
It's
ridiculous.
crazy, yeah.
Guy can post one thing and get like $100,000 if he's like, I'm drinking Coca-Cola with
Yeah.
$100,000 for like a 5-second clip.
Exactly.
Ridiculous. So that's how you can use Snapchat, right? Behind the scenes, constant people are engaging with you, and if you use it right, it can become an amazing trend that you can capitalize on.
Yeah.
Go to Facebook. How can we capitalize on Facebook to build our brand?
So Facebook's all about shareability. So we want to create content that gets people to share it. So like inspirational, motivational, disruptive type content that like people go, yes, that's me. And if you can create videos that get people to really, you can connect with people that is outside the realm of what is normal. So like, we do a lot of entrepreneur type stuff. So we create content that entrepreneurs can connect with. That isn't like the normal 9-to-5 things. And people go, yeah, like we hate the 9-to-5. Let's share this content. Like that type of stuff works really well. Like it's disruptive and it aligns with their morals and beliefs that are actually outside of the realm of like what is normal. That type of stuff works really, really well. So it's like shareability, which is inspirational, motivational, emotional. So, really emotional type stuff that makes people feel good works really well. But Facebook really is all about again, motivational, inspirational, and sometimes educational.
And the key on Facebook, unlike Snapchat, because Snapchat doesn't really have a like, comment, or share.
Right.
So the thing with Facebook is making sure, if you're going to grow your brand, because we're talking about how to use social media to grow your brand, the key here is having great content, but importantly to the content is you've got to be able to have call to actions.
Just like businesses build their brand, individuals look to build their brands as well.
Career is, first of all, to know your brand voice and what it is that you're bringing to the table.
What's going to connect you to your customer or your client or your employer.
The biggest mistake that people make in social media, they're realizing in social media that every person you follow on Twitter, Pinterest, Tumblr, Facebook, whatever it may be, every person you retweet, repin, repost, renote, regram on social media defines who you are.
Think about your brand. Who do you want the world to know? How do you want to appear to peers, future employers, and professors? Next time you post, consider how what you write will shape your brand.